video is sponsored by Comic Book Pressing. Use the code MightyComicsGuy for one free regular price press when submitting 3 books or more. What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence, the Mighty Comics Guy, back with another video. And today we are here for Weekend Comic Haul number 11. And boy, do I have some really good books to show you guys this week. I wasn't planning on doing anything or getting anything crazy this week, but I was able to get one really awesome book off of eBay. I happened to just see it out of the blue and won an auction. And I also went to a first time at this local show that runs once a year called ZapCon, and I was able to pick up some pretty cool books from there as well. A funny story about this ZapCon is it's a local comic book shop that runs their own con once a year, and this year they happened to pick up a giant, massive collection right before the show started. Now, most of the stuff was on consignment. They didn't purchase it outright, but most of these books were available at the show. So it was kind of hectic in the beginning, but I was able to get in, pick up a few books I had been looking for, and a couple I wasn't looking for. So let's just jump right into it and show you guys what I got. I'm going to show you guys what I picked up at the show first, and then I'm going to do an unboxing of what I got off of eBay. So let's get started. The first book I picked up, saw it around a couple of times, thought it was a little bit pricey, and then was finally able to pick up Iron Man and Submariner #1. Pretty clean copy, mid-level, probably a 6.5 area. But let me see if I can get there and showing you guys a little bit. Beautiful copy of this book, and I got it for a good price as well, under $100. Well under $100. But I saw this at a few shows and at an LCS. They wanted over $100 for it, and I thought that was just too much money. I picked this up because you never know when we may see Submariner in the MCU. If anybody is interested in getting any of these books, this Submariner #1, if you can afford it, fantastic. For what is it, number 4? I think he is. I'm not sure about that. The yellow cover. I think it's 4. But either way, solid pickup to start this weekly comic haul. Another book, anybody who watches my channel, I know I've said before that I like the horror characters. This is my first foray into pre-code Golden Age horror, and I was able to pick up Crime Suspense Stories number 11, which is a really clean copy of this book. Most of these that I've seen on eBay are, really low grade books. This, I would say, is a definite fine to fine plus area. I picked this up for I thought was a really good price. Anytime I get a balloon on the cover, especially for these old horror books, I try to do it if I can think the price is right. So and I really love what this one says, and I'll read it to you. It says, being an anatomy professor affords me the perfect place to dispose of my wife's body. Now, she'll just be another corpse from my dissection class. Now, anybody who's married knows this is pretty funny, right? Either way, my first pre-code horror book, and it's I thought a pretty cool one. It does have a little bit of writing here on the feet here, but other than that, a pretty good copy of this book. The next one is also a book that I have been searching around for. I'm finding this book for $150 and like $80, but it's really like in horrible shape. I was finally happy to land a copy of this one in pretty good shape, and it's a special one. It's Fantastic Four number 50, part of that 3-book 48, 49, and 50. The first 3 Silver Surfer appearances. Really nice looking copy of this book, and I paid just over $100 for it, and I thought that was a pretty good deal, and almost a steal, considering that these books have really gone up in price. So see if I can show this to you guys without the glare, but really nice copy of this book. My last book that I picked up from this show was a book that I already own. but when I saw it and I saw it for a fair price, I figured I'd pick it up knowing that I may be able to sell it down the line if I wanted to, or I do have a graded 4.0 with this book. It is Fantastic Four number 49. Really, really nice copy. It says right here, I just paid around $300 for it. I didn't pay sticker. But as you can see, a really, really nice copy of this book. Let's see if I can get in here and show you guys even more. There's a few creases towards the bottom, a few creases towards the top, but other than that, spine looks pretty good. A few spine ticks up here towards the top and the top staple, but really, really nice copy of this. I definitely wanted to add another one of these to the collection while I still could, and I was happy to finally add that one. I'd been searching on eBay for a while, but a lot of them are just really, really out of control. And to pay $300 for this one, I thought was fair, considering it's probably a mid-grade book, 4.5 or so. But we'll see. That's it for the haul from the con. We did have a good time. It was kind of hectic when we first got there, but we only ended up staying like an hour and a half, but it was a good time. The next book that I picked up is a book that is classic in my opinion. Please do not bend. I'm not a huge fan of these manila envelopes, as we all know, but definitely think this book arrived safely. We're going to open it right now and take a look. But this book is pretty special to me. It's a book that not really worth a ton of money, but it's got my favorite character in it, and it's got a rare, I don't want to say error, but that's basically what it is. Let's see, get out of this envelope here. Well, he didn't tape the backing boards to the book, so that's not good, but it does look to be okay. But I'm going to show you what I was able to pick up, and it's a pretty clean copy. It definitely can use a cleaning and a press. Put a really, really flimsy backing board on here, which I'm not too happy about, but the book looks pretty good. Doesn't look like you got any damage from shipping anyway, but it is a really, really nice copy of this book. And actually better than I thought it was. But like I said, it's a little dirty, but it is Strange Tales Annual number 2. And anybody who's seen this book before knows that the Spider-Man is missing his spider on his chest. I love these Silver Age Strange Tale annuals. I think they're beautiful. And this one is a really, really nice copy. There are some color-breaking creases around the top edges of the book and the bottom down here. But other than that, like, this sits pretty flat. It's not completely shredded. The books I've been seeing on eBay and at shows have been just deteriorated. This book I paid just over $100 for this book, and it is a really, really nice copy of it. If I had to guess, I'm putting this baby at like a 6.0. Higher if it gets cleaned. I mean, there is some dirt up here on the top here and all over the front cover, but if we can get some of that off, this is a really, really nice copy of this book. I'm definitely going to switch out the bag and board. But other than that, so happy to add this finally to my collection. I've been searching a long time for a good copy of this at the right price, and I finally got it. So that's really it, guys, for this weekend's comic haul. It's weekend comic haul number 11. I am getting some books ready to go to CGC out today, so I'm going to do that video shortly, and I'll be up on my YouTube channel hopefully later today or tomorrow. So we are currently at 233 subscribers. Again, thank you guys for anybody who watched these videos. This is Lawrence the Mighty Comics Guy saying subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like it, and I will talk to you guys soon.